What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Science Fictionary. I'm Andrew. So I just wanted to jump in. This will be kind of a short show, but one of my favorite shows and a show that I believe is one of the best animated shows of all time, Futurama is back on the air after 10 years. Um, it's hard to believe it's been gone for 10 years. If you're a fan of the show, you know that this will be the third revival season. Um, it's just kind of crazy. I just wanted to jump on. We'll probably do some more detailed breakdowns in the future, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. So this show really picks up. The other revival seasons have been a little odd. One of the revival seasons was basically, um, several long things, or maybe it was a movie that was broke up into several episodes or something along those lines, and it was never meant to continue as a series from there. The second revival was the one that was 10 years ago, and it came back, and they kind of delved into different styles of animation, did some stuff, but they told a really, really cool story to wrap it all up. But they did leave it very, very open at the end to come back, and they did. They came back. They actually began the new episode with the ending of the previous season, which was great. um Lots of cool commentary. So they actually made some commentary themselves on bringing back shows just to bring back shows, and shows that aren't brought back properly. But um very, very pleasantly surprised, obviously, with um it's moved to Hulu. This was a Fox property, so now it's in Disney's catalog. And of course, there was some concern about Disney bringing it back. They brought back Animaniacs, and it's super hit or miss. There are some really, really good episodes of the new Animaniacs series, and there are some really, really bad ones where it was like they kind of forgot what the show was originally, and they just went way too hardline with some political commentary. And they had always done a little bit of that stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like a lot of things now, things that were done. You look at Saturday Night Live back in the day, 70s and 80s, and even into the early 90s, and they were they were good humor. They poked fun at everybody. And yeah, sometimes there was, like, really pointed stuff, but it didn't feel as mean. It feels like a lot of things like that became more mean spirited as time has gone on. And then maybe that's just the way the culture has evolved. But I felt like Animaniacs went from being funny to sort of being mean spirited at times. Um, so I was very, very pleasantly surprised to turn on Futurama. Again, I think it's one of the best animated shows ever made. Matt Groening, who has done fantastic work. Obviously, he has The Simpsons and Futurama, and I'm going to totally blank on the third show that's, I guess, also a Hulu property, that's set more in the medieval times. Uh, Futurama is far and away his best work. As good as The Simpsons was in its heyday, Futurama is really where everything that he does works the best. Um, so really happy with the jokes, the humor, the story, the way the story continues. Some really, really on point commentary on the way streaming services handle things as far as writing and creating series. Um, I think it was excellent, and I can't wait to talk about it more. I'm not going to go deep into spoilers yet. I'm going to wait till there's a couple episodes out, because for some reason, I guess it just hasn't been that much advertising. If you weren't looking for it, you might not have seen it. Also, it's on Hulu. It's on one of the Hulu's not a small streaming service, but it's still smaller than the really big ones. So it's possible that people just missed it. But we did a show on Monday evening, and nobody in the chat was aware it was back yet. So I don't want to go into a full spoiler filled review right now. I just wanted to put out there that it's really, really good. If you were a fan of Futurama in the past, in fact, this episode feels a lot like Futurama before the first cancellation to me. This feels like original run Futurama episode. All the actors are back. All, everybody that needed to be back on board to make this work came back. So of course, when you do that, all the characters still feel like themselves. And I can't wait to see where they go with it. It sounds like it's a 10 episode run. They did decide to apparently drop them one a week, I guess, on Sunday nights. So we will probably start doing reviews for these on Monday or Tuesday. And like I said, I'm gonna wait till there's 2 episodes in before I do any real spoilers. So yeah, check it out. We will be back to discuss it. So give it a watch and come hang out with us and discuss. That'll do it for this episode, guys. Until next time, may the force be with you.
This podcast is a member of the Red 5 Network. For more Red 5 Network podcasts and content creators, visit bio.link/Red5.